Hey everybody, Lauren Doyle here again, your number one coach to teach you how to trust your gut and teacher, trust your gut in business, relationships, and personal development. And I'm here to teach you how to increase your intuition muscle so they can use it more and more in your day. And today I'm going to be answering a question that's a really good one. So today's question is about listening to your first instincts, is how it was framed to me. And her question was, what do I do if something feels off? So when she first meets someone, she was talking about when she first met someone, and this was dating, so this has to do with relationships. And she felt like something was off, but she continued to go out on dates with him, and like he's kind of putting on all the moves and saying all the right things, to the point where she's like, well, I don't think he's bad. I think my first instincts or my first intuitive gut message was wrong. So I want to address this because this happens a lot, right? So when emotions, and this can happen with business relationships too, this doesn't have to be just like love relationships or friendships as well. When you get what I call a signpost. So that's when you are having a conversation with someone, for example, and you get that gut check, right? So you'll get a visceral feeling. That means it's something in the body. You'll get a feeling in the body. For example, if someone's talking, that something's not quite right. Now, you may not know why, right? So you may not know why something's not quite right, or whatever they're saying just kind of like left you with that visceral feeling. That doesn't matter. What I want you to do is look at those things as signposts. So just make a note of it. Now, once you make a note of it, I also want you to start paying attention to what sort of things are being talked about or mentioned or said when you get a signpost. So when you get that visceral connection of something's not right, pay attention to what those things are, because those are what I call your breadcrumbs. So those are like warning breadcrumbs, essentially, giving you little bits of information to pay attention to basically warn of something coming up that's going to be big. It's probably going to be a surprise. It's probably going to shake you up a bit. But if you've paid attention, you'll know, you'll be prepared, essentially. You'll be a bit more prepared. It's kind of like the difference between people who have canned food in their tornado shelter and water when the tornado comes, and the people who don't even have a tornado shelter, right? But they know they live in tornado areas. Excuse me. So you want to look at those things as your signposts, so you're more prepared. So that when that thing happens, right, you have paid attention to and you've taken notes of the warning. So it's like, okay, I know that there's going to be something with this thing, because the repetitive pattern that keeps happening when I get that visceral feeling of something's not right, it's connected to the same thing. In this circumstance, the connection was related to intimate things. So, she's around this guy, and every time it came to like him talking about connections to other things, whether it be people or animals, there was like this underlying, oh, something's not right here. Like that he was abusive, essentially. And then it also came up again when there was more intimate connection or, talking about intimacy. So again, there was like, oh, something's not right here in the way that he is. So luckily, she is a client of mine, and so we spoke about this, and my advice to her is to trust that there's something about his connection, right, and intimate connections and relationships that's not right, and to trust that. And so just to take it really, really slow so that she's not, sucked into the whole thing, because, the problems with relationships, as we know, those emotions can override what your intuition, your gut, your instincts is telling you and warning you about. So it's a good way to help keep your emotional self in check, keep you in alignment, keep you grounded, and be able to make clearer choices based on what those signposts are telling you. Another thing I just want to state about that is that you may not know, and I think I said this just a minute ago, you may not know what you're getting that visceral connection to. You just know it's off. So just pay attention to that. You may not know what it is that they're saying that's off. Just know that something about it is off. You're going to have a clearer idea of what it's related to as you pick up the pattern of when you're getting that visceral response. So just pay attention to that. Let me know how this works for you in the comments. If you want to schedule a private session with me, you can do so with the link below. Make sure you subscribe so you get all of these questions that you may have answered, and I have free download links for you below as well. Until next time, bye!